So there's the model that we're looking at, 180092. Not a lot of magic going on in here. There is a structure manual. You can see where that fits in there, and your hex key goes right in top. I actually have it off because I just pulled this one off my rifle. Lifetime guarantee, as is the case with all of their gold ring stuff, so that's good news too. So the mount's super easy. I use a torque wrench instead of the included Allen key, but mounted up really easy. The height on this one is set up for absolute co-witness, so when you look through this sight, if you've got backup sights, flip up, magpul sights or whatever you're running, everything's going to line up. So elevation-wise, the flip-up sights and the dot and the red dot are all going to be on top of each other. So no adjustment with cheek well or anything like that if you're switching from one to the other. I mentioned earlier, guaranteed for life. This thing is just over 5 inches long, so end to end here's 5.43, 7 ounces without the mount. I haven't weighed it with the mount, but pretty standard aluminum mount there. Not super heavy, but substantial. I mean, the thing feels solid. It's been through, I think they call it Punisher testing. They try to beat things to death over their loophole, and this thing holds up to that, which, from the type of sight that it is and the type of uses that it might get, that's important. Overall thoughts, I really like the thing. I like that it's a sort of a clean package. I've got a Neotech too, and I might do a sort of a side-by-side comparison video. I like this package a bit better. I feel like it's sort of more compact and concise, and, it looks like a scope. It doesn't have sort of that funny-looking battery compartment sticking off the front end of it. So I really appreciate it. I've enjoyed it so far. I've shot it a fair bit. I do have it mounted up on a rifle here at the house now. I mentioned earlier, easy to mount. I had no problem zeroing the thing. Quarter MOA clicks seem accurate on windage and elevation. You can feel the click, so no issue there with gumminess or sort of sloppiness in the adjustments. I really like the single button control. The EOTech, if you're familiar with it, that it's 2 buttons sort of in the back, and if you're running like a flip-up back sight, sometimes you're in sort of a funny position trying to get to those buttons. I really like having a single button on the side. I think it's simpler. I think it's easier to get to. Again, with the motion sensor technology, I find myself not using that button very often, but I do think the controls are intuitive and pretty simple.